I'll try.
Good evening, fans. And we're going to welcome you to senior night here at Gilbert High School. Our players are still out on the field, so we are not quite ready to start with senior announcements, but we will be doing that here shortly.
Fantastic. Thanks, Jen. That's awesome. I knew you'd do that for me. We could do that.
Sure.
I'm volunteering. Why can't we do that? Joy's like, well, I'm not going to be in the booth. Oh, I'll make it by 6:30 at the latest.
Yeah,
don't
especially
worry.
since he's down there.
Yeah, I know.
Because Aaron's sick.
That's what he said. Because the lady said, who it was, I should know, young Mrs. Gilhouse.
Oh.
Had said that the grandparents were going to listen in, and Troy's like, we're a little short-handed.
Yeah.
And so I said, I got this. And Troy's like, yeah, you got this. I
Yeah.
know you, Pat. You walk in at 7:25. Trent coming tonight? I don't know. I don't think Trent is.
Who is?
He didn't ride bus tonight.
Trent Beck.
Oh, I don't know.
So I think it's Troy by himself. I don't know who else he's got to help him, but. Because you read the little announcement stuff for each of them, don't you?
Yep.
That's what somebody's asked me. See, I think so. I think he does the whole.
Oh, yeah, all the way through. Then we'll do it again at halftime
right?
for the
I
band.
think halftime. So how long is that going to take, Pat? I was like, well. Jen
We have
does a
20
really
minutes.
Jen does a great job.
20 minutes.
You know what, 32 band members, I said.
34.
34. I said, so she goes like 35 seconds a
Right.
piece.
It's fine. No
We're sitting in
problem.
perfect shape.
Oh, they're lined up down there except for the players.
I know. That's
But they
I
laughed.
texted Tim and said, do I do something to get the players there?
Oh, I'm so happy you're here. I knew I had time once I got it going, and you were talking. I'm like, okay, then I have like a half an hour just to kill.
Yeah.
I don't see an extra pair. Or maybe they are at the end.
It is too bad we can't do it a little closer to game time, but because it'd be nice to get the recognition
Yeah.
with more fans. I always feel bad because you got 30 pairs. Hey, how you doing? You're on the video camera today? Oh, good man. All right, if you want to do that even now, we are going to broadcast the senior night stuff. So if you want to pan over on them, that'd be awesome. It'll probably start here in like 2 or 3 minutes. Thanks, Cole. Thanks very much. Oh, it's like what a plan. Like the A-team. Oh, what a good plan comes together. Troy took care of all the work. Jen does all the hard work. Cole does all the work. And I just walk in
You
and
just
say,
stand.
yay!
Yay, we got
Yay,
it.
look at us. Yay, us. Oh, I didn't grab any. We've got one there. I'll grab one more programs over.
What do you need?
There's one right. There's one here.
I
Oh, but
got
it's
a
cross.
program if you need it.
You don't need one? Okay, good. If I have 2, I'll be good. Because Matt Thatcher and I don't need 2. Because they just shared last time. But thank you very much. Yeah, Matt and Jason, we're going to do it again.
Because Corey will probably bring one up when he comes up.
True. And I'm guessing my guys will too.
Oh, we have to turn this down when we're ready. Right? This is the button, not the escape button. Oh, Tim Pizzetti.
Well, it looks like somebody's looking up at you. Beecher?
Hello.
What is it?
Okay, got it.
I'm going to turn it
At this time, we would ask the football players to please report, senior football players to please report to the sidelines for senior introductions. Senior football players, please report to the track.
now.
Pronto, Tonto. Is he still talking to me? Oh, shh. Sorry, I didn't realize you were still talking to me. I think I might have. Actually, I didn't. I set the phone down, and then I hung up. Yes, I have her at the end, because she's last anyway. Okay, thanks. Bye.
So I just push mute.
Did you just hang up on me? I think I did.
That's it. You got to learn. It works very well.
Sorry.
You
Yeah.
say, Pat did it. And it just works for everybody.
At this time, we would like to recognize the senior members of the football team. We would ask that you please hold your applause until the end of our large group. Jack Anderson is the son of Dave and Regina Anderson. Jack has been on the football team for 2 years. He is also on the basketball, track, and baseball teams and is an FFA. Jack plans on attending Iowa State to go into business. Matthew Berrigy is the son of Tom and Carol Berrigy. He has been in the football team throughout high school. Matt is also on the basketball and baseball teams. His future plans are to go to college, major in marketing, and play baseball. Grant Gardner is the son of Lance and Rhonda Gardner. He has played football for 4 years. Grant is also on the wrestling and golf teams and is an FCCLA, FFA, business club, car club, and is a Boy Scout. Grant plans to attend college and major in business or mechanical engineering. Jacob Gildehouse is the son of Alan and Lisa Jane Gildehouse. He has been in football throughout high school. Jacob is also an FFA. After graduation, Jacob plans on going to DMAC. Landon Howard is the son of Kirk and Heather Howard. Landon is a 4-year football team member. He is also an FFA, Junior Rotarian Club. He is on the track and baseball teams and has been a youth basketball coach. Landon's plans are to study exercise science and play a sport at a university. Our next senior is Mitchell Johnson, the son of Mike and Stacy Johnson. Mitchell has been in football throughout high school. He is also involved in FFA, baseball, the Gilbert Trap Shooting Club, National Honor Society, and was on the track team. Mitchell plans on finishing his welding degree at DMAC and then continuing in auto tech. Trevor Keel is the son of Thomas Keel and Amy Gustav. He has been in football all 4 years of high school. Trevor is also on the golf team. His future plans are to attend college and get a mechanical engineering degree. Our next senior is Matthew Koenig, the son of Bill and Lynn Koenig. Matthew has been in football for 4 years. He is also in soccer, Boy Scouts, and enjoys snowboarding. His future plans are to attend Iowa State and study animal ecology. Austin Nelson is the son of Dallas and Sherry Nelson. Austin has been in football for 3 years. He is also on the wrestling and track teams. Austin's future plans are to attend DMAC to work on welding. Kenyon O'Brien is the son of Jason and Susan O'Brien. Kenyon has played football throughout high school. He is also an FFA and soccer. Kenyon's future plans are to see where life goes. Anthony Porter is the son of Todd and Tracy Porter. He has played football all 4 years of high school. Anthony is also on the basketball team, has been in band, and is a Boy Scout. Anthony plans on attending Southwest Minnesota State University. Next, we honor Max Smalley, the son of Jeff and Jennifer Smalley. Max is a 4-year member of the football team. He is also in wrestling and baseball and is a Boy Scout. After high school, Max plans to study the field of criminal justice. Cole Steenhook is the son of Chad and Wendy Steenhook. He has been in football throughout high school. Cole is also a member of FFA. His future plans are to attend Iowa State and study aerospace engineering. Our football manager is Delaney Walker, being accompanied by her mom, Jo Ellen Walker, and sister, Riley Walker. Delaney has been a football manager for 4 years. She is also in Backpack Buddies, National Honor Society, and Badminton Club. Delaney plans on going to Iowa State in the fall. Thank you to our football senior players and managers. Next, we would like to honor the 3 senior girls on the cross-country team. Mackenzie Anderson is the daughter of Dave and Regina Anderson. Her parents are trying out for the cross-country team now. This is Mackenzie's 2nd year in cross-country. She is also in golf, Junior Rotarian Club, and FFA. Mackenzie's future plans are to go to the University of Iowa and study oncology. Yetta Deuster is the daughter of Brian and Audra Deuster. Yetta has been on the cross-country team throughout high school. She is also in theater productions, FCA, Junior Rotarian Club, and community service projects through Christ Community Church. Yetta plans to study nursing after graduation. Hannah Thatcher is the daughter of Matt and Diana Thatcher. Hannah is a 4-year cross-country member. She is also in band, basketball, soccer, track, and National Honor Society. Hannah's future plans are to attend either Iowa State or St. Thomas to study engineering and possibly continue her soccer career. Thank you and congratulations to our girls senior cross-country runners. And best of luck this week at your state qualifier.
I hauled her on the bus as a little kid.
We would now like to honor the 10 members of our boys cross-country team. Please hold your applause until the end. Brandon Carroll is the son of Randy and Paula Carroll. He has been in cross-country for 4 years. Brandon also swims with the Ames High swim team. Brandon's future plans are to get an apprenticeship for woodworking, but he's keeping his options open. Bram Janvrin is the son of Bruce and Diane Janvrin. He has been in cross-country throughout high school. Bram is also in band, soccer, basketball, and baseball and is an active Boy Scout. Bram's future plans are to go to college and major in business or education. Our next senior is Ryan Meehan, the son of Mitch and Leanne Meehan. Ryan has been in cross country for 3 years. He is also in jazz band, and track. Ryan's future plans are to attend college somewhere. Ethan Messenbrink is the son of Chad and Amy Messenbrink. He is a 4-year cross-country team member. Ethan is also in band and track. Ethan plans to attend college and continue his running career. John Oki is the son of Gary and Imoko Oki. John has run cross-country for 4 years. He is also on the basketball team, track team, and is in Tiger Voices. In the fall, John plans to attend college. Tristan Papillon is the son of Jason and Amy Papillon. Tristan has been involved in cross-country throughout high school. He is a student council co-president, is involved in theater, and is in choir. Tristan's future plans are to attend the University of Iowa and study criminology and sociology, and one day work in law enforcement and the FBI. Next, we honor Hank Powers, the son of Tim and Sarah Powers. Hank is a 4-year cross-country team member. He has also been on the track and soccer teams. Hank's future plans are to attend college and major in finance. Mark Steffen is the son of Scott and Kathy Steffen. He has been in cross-country for 4 years. Mark is also in basketball, track, baseball, band, FFA, choir, National Honor Society, and speech. Mark's future plans are to attend Iowa State to major in forestry. Ethan Stuber is the son of Todd and Michelle Stuber. Ethan has been a member of the cross-country team for 1.5 seasons. He is also in band. Ethan plans to get a degree in health, nutrition, and exercise sciences from Iowa State. Timothy Weber is the son of Dale Weber and Ann Patterson Weber. Timothy has been in cross-country for 4 years. He is also in FFA and track and plays hockey in Ames. Timothy plans to study ag engineering at Iowa State. Congratulations to the senior boys cross-country team members. Lastly, tonight we would like to recognize our 4 senior football cheerleaders. Sophia Adams is the daughter of Dan and Kathy Adams. Sophia has been in a football cheerleader for 2 years. She is also a wrestling cheerleader, has been on the golf, volleyball, and softball teams, and has been a member of FFA, FCA, Youth Leadership Ames, and Junior Rotarian Club. Sophia's future plans are to attend Iowa State and major in elementary education and become a kindergarten teacher. Madeline Fayen is the daughter of Brian and Terry Fayen. Madeline has been a football cheerleader for 3 years. She is also a wrestling cheerleader and has been on the golf team, been a track manager, and managed soccer for 1 day. Madeline plans to attend Auburn University or the University of Iowa and eventually become a dentist. Natalie Flugrad is the daughter of Steve and Sherry Flugrad. Natalie has been a cheerleader throughout high school. She has also played golf and volleyball, has been a wrestling cheerleader, and is an FFA and Junior Rotarian Club. Natalie plans on attending Wartburg College and major in biology and pre-med. Ellie St. Germain is the daughter of Darren and Allison St. Germain. Ellie has been a football cheerleader for 3 years. She is also an FFA, Junior Rotarian Club, has been a wrestling cheerleader, and managed track. Ellie's future plans are to attend Hawkeye Community College and major in dental hygiene. Thank you and congratulations to our senior cheerleaders. Those of you at home, I really hope you got to see Dan Adams do a little kick there. The end of our senior performance. 25 minutes until kickoff. Those of you tuned in on the YouTube channel, this is Jen Stormeyer signing out. Next, you're going to hear Troy Stout. Enjoy the game. Go Tigers!
Perfect. All right. Come on, Chris. Good job, Mr. O'Brien.
Hey, it's great up here.
Great. So as Jen said, we've got 25 minutes until game time, so I'm guessing we're going to go silent for a while. When Troy will come back on, I'm going to try to use the actual YouTube channel. I'll put Be Right Back or something up, so those of you watching at home already know that, thanks to Jen, and hopefully those who are joining later. You guys can text back and forth on the YouTube channel and tell people what's going on so they can actually listen and know what's happening in the background. So thank you very much, and we'll talk to you in a bit. have gone much more wrong trying to start last time. The microphone with the battery was dead, so I couldn't get it to stay on. I had the power was off, so I couldn't talk anyway. We're going right down the field. I'm announcing nothing. There's nothing being said whatsoever. We're getting first downs, passing, completing.
All right, welcome to those of you tuning into the broadcast here tonight. The Tigers have just taken the field, and we got about 3 minutes to go before game time here. I'd like to thank Cole Schrader for helping us out on the camera tonight. I'm going to be on the cue ball by myself here as the Gilbert Tigers will take on the Bondurant for our Blue Jays, and the teams are coming to midfield here for the pregame coin flip. And Bondurant comes into the game with a 5-2 record, and their season's been marked by some good competition here. And they began the season with a opening night loss actually to ADM, a team that the Gilbert Tigers scrimmaged in the preseason, and then rattled off 5 straight wins against Winterset, South Tama, Creston, North Polk, and Ballard, winning all but the Winterset game by double digits, and I guess Creston was a fairly close one too, but really handled North Polk and Ballard fairly well, and then lost last week in a tough game 7-19 against Norwalk. So they're playing for a lot right now, and the Gilbert Tigers have come into the season, this part of the season, really just coming up just short on a couple of games. Webster City to open the season at a 6-14 loss, a close game at Boone, another close game last week that the Tigers were up at halftime and then let a lead slip away late. So the Tigers have been very, very competitive this year. They've been very close. They've got 2 tough games to close the year, though. They're against Bondurant tonight and Norwalk next week, the 2 teams that are currently leading the district. And it looks like the Tigers are going to receive here to start off with. So it is senior night. Before the game, we announced the seniors from several sports. We've got the football players that were announced, the cross-country teams were announced, the cheerleaders were announced. So hard to believe we're at the last home game of the year. It's a chilly night. It's not very windy. There's a little bit of drizzle and rain out there. So a very fall-like night as Bondurant gets ready to kick the ball off here, and they kind of squib it down. And it's picked up by the Tigers. He's got a little lane there down the sideline. It's number 12 for the Tigers. That's Ethan Kluel. And the Tigers will have great field position to start off this game here. Out past the 50 to about the Blue Jay 45-yard line. So great start here for the Tigers as we start the game. Tigers will be led by senior quarterback Matt Berrigy, and they'll start off with an I formation. Landon Howard, the lone wide out, or sorry, there are 2 up there. Landon comes in motion though, and it's a handoff up the middle. I believe that's Mitchell Johnson. That'll go forward for a good gain of about 4. So they started from the 49. I thought they were going to spot the ball closer to about the 45. So now they're at the 45-yard line and bring up a 2nd and 6. Good pickup there on first down for the Tigers. Gilbert will go with more of their wide set of the shotgun this time. Shotgun snap. Looks to the sideline, and it's an incomplete pass intended for Landon Howard, and that'll bring up 3rd and 6.
He does. I don't know all, and I forget.
Tigers have Tucker Hansen split out to the top along with Landon Howard. Down on the bottom part of the screen, you've got Anthony Porter. And again, looking to the sideline, that pass is complete to Tucker Hansen on a nice little out route to just outside of the 30. So that'll move the chains, and the Tigers are well within Blue Jay territory here. As we go through the broadcast, I'll try and list off some of the seniors from this football team for their last home game. Go from the shotgun formation again. And Berge likes to keep it. Gets around the end a little bit. Pretty decent pickup overall as Berge gets probably close to 5 yards there. Bring up second and manageable for the Tigers. Inside of the 30-yard line here. Tucker Hansen split out to the left. Landon Howard to the right. Back into more of the I formation. And an inside keeper this time. They've got it wrapped up pretty well. It'll actually probably be about a loss of 1 on the play as the handoff went to number 46, Mitchell Johnson there. So third down again for the Tigers here. About 6 yards, or 6 yards, 6 yards. This time backs beside Berge. He'll do kind of a little pump fake and a draw, and maybe a little miscommunication on the route there. Not exactly sure what was, if that might have slipped out. Tigers may go for it here as they're kind of in that no man's land right about the 30-yard line. So that'll bring up a 4th down and 6 to go as Ethan Newell checks into the ball game. So Howard and Hansen split out wide to the right. Nobody in the backfield with Berge. Newell goes in motion, and Berge rolls out to the right, looking for somebody to pass to, and that's an incomplete pass, and that'll be a turnover on downs. And good possession for the Tigers as far as moving the ball. Unable to come up with points as the Blue Jay defense, is able to hold, and the offense comes onto the field. So again, I'm kind of by myself today, so I'll do my best to call the Blue Jay players that I can. The numbers are pretty hard to read, even though they've got white jerseys with the blue. I don't know if it's just the lighting or just the way the numbers are written. They're kind of written in an angled italic font almost, and I'll do my best there. Probably focus more on the Tigers tonight just because that's the team that we're streaming for. But number 7, Cade Eichmeyer is the quarterback. He's a 5'11" sophomore. And that'll bring up a 2nd down as number 5, the running back. Really good tackle by Tucker Hansen there to keep that from going anywhere. Christian Kahn is the senior running back that ran that one. So a good chance for the Tigers to get off the field here. And feel free to text me if you're listening, 515-460-2309, and let me know that we're on the air. I think we are. I've had a couple people mention things so far. And a little fake that goes through, and number 7, the Eichmeyer, keeps it. Tigers had a couple shots at him, but not able to bring him down until he gets the chains, and so that'll bring up a new first down. New set of first down for the Blue Jays here. So the Blue Jays split out a couple wide right, and this time the give is up the middle to Kahn, taken down by a slew of Tigers. Number 45, Cooper Hearn's in there. Anthony Porter's in there as well, and Mitchell Johnson. kind of a group effort
Hearn as well. We'll bring
by
up
the line there.
2nd and 6 for the Blue Jays from their 46-yard line.
Second down and 6 for the Blue Jays. Still on the Tiger side of the 50, or on their own side of the 50, sorry. Little slip pass out to the side. Good job even catching that. And really well defended there by the Tigers. A great job on the catch there by number 24. That's Jordan Collins. But Kenyon O'Brien met him almost immediately. Kept it to a short gain. That'll bring up another 3rd down where the Tigers can try and get off the field here. It's 3rd and about 4. Little handoff inside, and again, got just enough for the 1st down there. Again, number 5, Christian Kahn. Jacob Gildehouse is in on the tackle there. Again, had him bottled up a little bit in the beginning, but just was able to slip through to get just enough to keep the chains moving. And the Blue Jays are now moved into Tiger territory. Handoff to Kahn again, this time limited to just a couple.
Tackle by Anthony Porter. And 2 or so on the play. We'll bring up 2nd down and 8. 2nd down and 8.
So 2nd down and 8. Tigers are doing well at keeping the plays to a minimum as far as yardage goes, making them work for everything they've got. Hand off to Kahn again. This time he does find a little more room. Tigers have been really flowing to the ball tonight, though. They're really getting after it. It's going to be close to a 1st down. They are going to move the chains. Cooper Hearn, Anthony Porter in there again.
Blue Jays do get a 1st down. 1st down and 10 from the Tiger 35-yard line.
So very methodical drive by the Blue Jays here. Just eating up relatively small chunks of yardage, but very efficient. And Cade Eichmeyer takes the pistol formation snap again. Handoff to Kahn, and that time finds some good room to run, and he'll be close to a 1st down here, maybe just short. Call it 2nd down and 1.
Gain of 9 on the play will bring up 2nd and 1 for the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays line up for the 2nd down and 1 attempt here. The snap, another handoff to Kahn, and I don't think he got it. We'll call it no gain there, as the Tigers will bring up another 3rd down. Maybe even lost a little bit there. So 3rd down and 1. You'd imagine Bondurant, if they don't get this, is probably in 4-down territory because they're sitting right at about the Gilbert 27-yard line. Little fake there. The keeper for the quarterback. He's hit hard. And again, Tigers do a pretty good job of really flowing to the ball, but not until he's able to get the 1st down and move the chains. So Eichmeyer does a good job in that little zone read play of seeing that they crashed in on the running back and keeps it himself and goes around the end and picks up close to 10. So 1st and 10 from about the 17 of the Tigers. This time there is a handoff. There's some space out there. And Kahn gets probably 8 on the play. Moves inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd down and a long 2. Tiger defense has had a couple opportunities to get off the field, but early on in the drive, but now back on their heels a little bit. Blue Jays still in that pistol formation. A lot of options out of it, and a huge sack. Great play coming through there. Eichmeyer not able to get away that time. It's number 54 for the Tigers, Caden Meskin. So Tigers get a huge break there. That'll bring up a 3rd down and long 8.
3rd and 8 from the 14-yard line.
So Tigers get a first big play that they really needed there to back the Blue Jays up a little bit, give themselves some breathing room. First time to maybe force them to pass, and they actually do hand it off there this time. It goes to who they've been feeding pretty much the whole drive, Christian Kahn, and that'll bring up 4th down, and I think this is the field goal unit coming on for Bondurant.
From the Tiger 14-yard line.
So this will amount to about a 31, 32-yard field goal attempt here for Bondurant. Snap is good. Kick is good. So Bondurant is held to a field goal. They get 3 points, and we're at 2:43 left in the first quarter.
Bondurant for our Blue Jays 3, Tigers 0.
All right, so the Tigers do get a big play near the goal line, near the inside the 10-yard line to back Bondurant up, and keeps the damage to 3 points. And so it's Gilbert 0, Bondurant 3. And we do have a scoreboard app now, so it's a little easier. I don't have to repeat that as much. But no real big plays there throughout that whole drive. Bondurant just kind of chipped away. We get 2 or 3 yards here, 7 or 8 there. And then, like I said, the defense stiffened up there, and Gilbert to get the ball back. They moved the ball decently the first drive, had a really good kick return, and then added on a 1st down and got it deep within Bondurant territory. Let's see if they can get going here and finish off a drive and come up with some points. Tucker Hansen and Ethan Vesey in the back. This kick is a little deeper. It'll go to Vesey, and he isn't able to corral it cleanly. And that's actually Carson Johnson back there. Carson wasn't able to corral it near the sideline and had to, his momentum just kind of kept him out. And so the Tigers will begin this drive pretty deep inside their own territory at their own 7-yard line. And there's the handoff there to Vesey, and a good little run.
Was that Vesey? He's at 85. Ethan Vesey with that carry.
Good pickup there of about 5. Gives the Tigers some options on 2nd down here. Good little run. First time Ethan's touched the ball today. Done a really good job since stepping into that tailback role a couple of weeks ago. 4 split out wide for the Tigers. And a little option this time. Anthony Porter will get it, and he's got some room to run. Nice big frame and really good play there. Takes it inside, picks up the 1st down out to the 25-yard line. Nice little inside route.
1st and 10 from the Tiger 25-yard line.
Anthony Porter, one of the bigger receiving options that we have, really took advantage of his size there and got downfield. Tigers sticking with that one tailback pistol formation, and Ethan Newell will get the call, and he's got a chance here. He breaks free. He's got one man on the tail there, and he does catch him, but really great job of finding the seam there by Ethan Newell and taking off, and it was basically a foot race there. Ethan's got some good speed. Number 8 from Bondurant saved the touchdown, Brody Coswell. So the Tigers suddenly are down inside the Blue Jay 35-yard line. This time back to more the I formation that they use sometimes. VC and I believe that's Mitchell Johnson. That was to Mitchell. I don't know if that was a direct snap. I really got thrown off there. So suddenly the Tigers have the 6-3 lead. So Mitchell blows through that line. I didn't quite see what happened there. That looked a little funny on the point of contact. But in any case, Mitchell breaks through and gets the touchdown. Koenig boots it through, and 7-3 Tigers. So we are at 1:15. The Tigers moved quickly there. That only took about a minute off the clock.
Thank you, Ryan and Gale. Your score with 1:15 left. Tigers 7, Blue Jays 3.
So 7-3. Great answer there by the Tiger offense.
And that long snap there was by Jonah Hillman. Hillman, Nabergi, and Koenig with the kick.
All right. So Tigers are in business here. Some of the seniors, as we're waiting to kick off, that are playing their final home game tonight: Matt Berge, Kenyon O'Brien, Grant Gardner, Matthew Koenig, Jack Anderson, Landon Howard, Austin Nelson, Mitchell Johnson, Cole Steenhook, Max Smalley, Jacob Gildehouse, Trevor Keel, Anthony Porter. And so Christian Corey will line up to kick this ball away. And he kind of boots a squib that works its way down, and not easily corralled there by Bondurant. He'll get it out to about the 20, where the Tigers do a good job of wrapping him up and moving him out of bounds. A lot of Tigers there at the point of attack. I really like how the Tigers are really just flowing to the ball tonight. I've said that a couple times, but they're doing a great job of just swarming to the ball and not just letting somebody else get it done. So
first down for the Blue Jays from their own 22-yard line.
So Bondurant will start at their own 22. 1:08 left in the first quarter here.
He's probably going to be back. Maybe that's all he's doing, so maybe we won't worry about calls. So Eichmeyer to...
All right, so Eichmeyer to Kahn again. That's kind of been the theme tonight. Kahn's been getting most of the carries, and Kahn picks up about 7 on that play.
Second and 2 from their 30-yard line.
Actually, he got a little further than I thought. He picked up more like 8, as we're well under a minute here in the first quarter. Eichmeyer in that pistol formation with 2 options back there, and again they'll give it to Kahn. Kahn this time picks up enough for the first down. Cooper Hearn in on the tackle.
Makes a first down for the Blue Jays at their 37-yard line.
So first down and 10 for the Blue Jays at about their own 37. Again, Kahn gets it and is wrapped up this time immediately. Mitchell Johnson and Anthony Porter in on the tackles. Number 69, Jacob Teresi checking in for the Tigers here, as they'll come back off, as that is the end of the first quarter. So after 1, Gilbert leads Bondurant 7-3. And overall, really good quarter for Gilbert. They moved the ball well on both drives. Able to get the touchdown, able to get the ball in the end zone on the second one, and to take the lead. And defensively, again, it's been a good effort by the Tigers. They haven't allowed any big plays.
Please do remember to stop by the Tiger Den tonight and check out the new gear, especially the warm weather.
So again, the season's kind of winding down. Our fall sports seasons are kind of winding down. Cross-country teams will travel to Glenwood this Thursday for their state qualifier. boys and girls both. They divide up teams. We just found that out this week where cross-country teams will be going.
The second quarter begins. Blue Jays will have 2nd and 10 from their 37-yard line.
And Gilbert will play the football team will play their final game at Norwalk next week. Hard to believe it's that time of year, but I think I say that every year. So back to the action here. The Blue Jays will take the snap on a 2nd and 10. Have a man open. It's intercepted. Goes off his hands, and that can't see who that is. Is that Trey Hansen possibly? I believe that's Trey Hansen with the interception. And really ironic, before the game, I was down there on the field with some of our seniors for our cross-country team, and they were working on a tip drill, and that comes into play. I thought that for some reason I noticed that when I was down there that they were working on that, and that's essentially what that turned into. Went out right off the hands of the Blue Jay receiver and right into Trey Hansen, who was ready for it. So maybe they saw something on film using the tip drill. And that is Aiden Carr getting the carry for that one, and Aiden picks up 2 or 3 before he's rudely slammed to the ground. Berge gets the call, and the Tigers are inside the red zone. They're at the 19-yard line of the Blue Jays here. 11:25 left to go in the second quarter. I formation this time. Landon Howard comes in motion. Early handoff to Mitchell Johnson there again, and able to pick up 1 or 2. So that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Mitchell stretches for a yard or 2. We'll bring up 3rd and 6 for the Tigers. From the Bondurant 18-yard line.
So 3rd and 6 for Gilbert here. Ethan Vesey checks in. So in that pistol formation, this is the formation Bondurant's used most of the night. You're going to pass it over to Vici. There's nobody over there. And he's able to get by a couple inside the 3-yard line. Great little play. Nobody went out of the backfield with Vesey. So great time for that screenplay there. Worked perfectly. And the Tigers have a 1st and goal here. So Ethan Vesey again gets the call. This time Bondurant's all over it. Bottle him up right away. So Ethan Vesey is bottled up and is moved backwards probably 1. So still 2nd down is all. Playbook is completely open here. All sorts of options as Hansen and Howard are split out wide. Actually, Porter comes down even wider to the bottom of the screen. And they do a little option play to VC. Not quite in. He's down at about the 1. Mitchell Johnson will check in for Ethan Newell. 3rd down and probably a long one here. So Johnson and VC stacked up in the I formation. They give it to Johnson, and he is in the end zone for a Tiger touchdown.
Handoff inside to Mitchell Johnson, who goes in for the Tiger touchdown.
Great job by the Tigers there to take advantage of the Blue Jay turnover, and suddenly with 9:05 left, the Tigers find themselves up by 2 scores. Koenig to attempt the extra point, and he knocks it through.
The kick is good. Hillman with the snap. There you go, hold, and Koenig with the kick.
So 14-3, your Tigers with 9:05 left in the first quarter. Excuse me, second quarter. So a lot of great energy from the Tigers tonight on both sides of the ball. Really, like I said, defensively swarming to the ball, seemed to be really energized. Everything kind of going the Tigers' way since that, in response after they held Bondurant to that field goal. So again, your district standings. Norwalk is leading the district undefeated at 3-0, 4-3 overall. Bondurant is second though at 2-1 in the district. And Carlisle, Gilbert, Ballard, and North Polk are all kind of tied with one. That was kind of a little strange occurrence there on the kickoff. The number 43 kind of caught it on his knees and then kind of bobbled it. And then, at any rate, they're going to blow it dead and mark it down at the 28. So continuing through the district, Carlisle, Gilbert, Ballard, North Polk all with one win apiece. Gilbert beat Carlisle and then lost to North Polk and Ballard. So a chance for Gilbert to move into a tie for second in the district, actually, as the defense just piles all over number 5, who's been kind of their workhorse, Christian Kahn. So loss of 3. Tigers playing with a lot of energy, playing with a lot of emotion right now. And the clock ticks down to about 8.5 minutes left in this first half. Tigers crowd the line. Goes to Kahn again, and he gets a couple back. About to the original line of scrimmage, but that'll bring up a 3rd and long.
Cooper, Hearn, Mitchell, Johnson, and others on the tackle. Gain of about 3 will bring up 3rd and about 10 for the Blue Jays.
Defense really, again, playing well. Seem to be a little bit more in attack mode today. They're not. They're really pressing the line with their linebackers, and almost daring Bondurant to throw it. And up the middle again will only go for about 1, and so Bondurant will go into punt formation here.
Cooper, Hearn, Jacob Tressi, and others in the interior of the line will bring up 4th and 8 for the Blue Jays from their 30-yard line.
Tigers don't have anybody deep yet, and Tucker does go back there now. So Tucker Hansen goes deep. Bondurant, kind of a sidewinder kick. Tucker gets it, and it called for a fair catch, but decent field position. Ball will be near the 38-yard line. So pretty decent field position. So 7:17 left in the.
They had the band senior night thing.
Okay, I didn't know for sure. Fez didn't say.
Yeah, no, I think it's 20 because Jen said it. Fez didn't tell me.
7:17 left in the first half here. Tigers with the ball and all the momentum. Howard and Hansen split down on the bottom side of the screen from the I formation. The handoff goes to, is that Carr? I believe that's Aiden Carr. That'll get the carry for Gilbert for about 3 to 4 yards here. So bring up a 2nd and manageable here.
About 4, bring up 2nd and 6 for the Tigers from their 42-yard line. Oh, sorry. 6 or 7?
This time, Berge goes in the shotgun. Mitchell Johnson and Aiden Carr there with him. Little fake, and they're a little pressure now as looks like Berge just kind of threw that one away. So 3rd and 6. I think Berge felt a little pressure and couldn't find anybody open, so just threw it in a place to get rid of it. So 3rd and 6 here for the Tigers. Porter and Howard on the bottom part of your screen. Sorry, Howard and Hanson on the bottom part, Porter on the top part of your screen. I'm actually not sure who has the ball. It's Landon Howard that has the ball. Ran into one of his own.
Landon Howard on the double reverse. Tackled by number 42, Miller.
And that'll bring up 4th down for the Tigers. So it would be about 4th and 3 as the Tigers do bring out the punt unit. And it'll be VC for has taken over the kicking duties these last couple of weeks. And he kicks it away, a little rugby kick. Returnable kick here as Bondurant streaks down the sideline and brings it back to about the 48-yard line. So only a
46-yard line where the Blue Jays will start 1st and 10.
Only a net punt. I wasn't quite sure what the flags were doing there. They're setting up wrong, but brings it back to the 46. So it was only about a net punt of about 5 yards. So the Bondurant's just kind of sticking with the same set of plays for the most part. As Eichmeyer hands off to Christian Kahn again. Kahn this time picks up about 6 or 7.
2nd and 4 for the Blue Jays, the Tiger 48-yard line.
Clock ticking down, close to 5 minutes left in the first half. Blue Jays going out of that pistol-like formation, almost diamond formation. And this time they hand it off to Kahn again. This time he's got some room. Cooper Hearn able to grab him, but good pickup there by Kahn. This time he picks up about over 20 yards, so he'll be at the 25-yard line. 26 make it. So 1st and 10. Clock stops as they reset the chains and picks up again here. So Eichmeyer and Kahn hand off to Kahn again. He's got room again this time. Tripped up after a gain of about 5 this time by the Tigers.
Gain of 5 will bring up 2nd and 5 for the Blue Jays from the Tiger 21-yard line.
We'll bring up 2nd and 5. Eichmeyer takes the snap, hands it to Kahn again. This time battles his way forward close to a 1st down. Looks like he'll have it at about the 15.
Tackle by Hanson. Good enough for a 1st down. We'll bring up 1st and 10 from the Tiger 15 for the Blue Jays.
So Tiger defense needs to kind of stiffen up here again, see if they can wrap up Kahn. Hand off again. This time they do wrap him up pretty quickly. Falls forward on a nice little spin move to actually pick up about 3.
Along with Cooper Hearn.
And that'll bring up a 2nd and 7.
For the Blue Jays from the Tiger 12-yard line.
Both teams have all 3 timeouts left, so clock is about 3:30, but time really isn't a factor for the Blue Jays. So 2nd and about 7. And he's going to pass. There's a flag. And they get close to the 1st down stick, and that is a hold. So that's a big penalty here. So that'll make it a 2nd down. And or do we have multiple penalties here? We're going to see. We're going to see another flag down on this side.
holding against the Blue Jays. Spot penalty.
Okay, spot penalty, so it'll be second down. After sorting that all out, it is a holding penalty. I don't know what the other flag was for, but it's second down and probably about 18 here. Tigers crowding that line again. Handoff is to Khan. He does have room this time. He slips outside. Good trip-up tackle. Probably a touchdown-saving tackle there by Drew Hawthorne, I believe it was. So that'll bring up third and 9.
We'll bring up 3rd and 9 for the Blue Jays.
So big play here in this game in the first half. Clock is inside of 3 minutes now. Staying in that same formation. And I don't know if there's a timeout. Timeout taken by Gilbert. So coach wants to talk things over a little bit. This is, like I said, a really big play in this game. If the Tigers can get a stop here, probably a good chance that you're holding Bondurant to a field goal again. So Tigers playing really, really well in this tough district game here tonight. Pretty chilly, as most of you probably know. It's even spitting a little bit of rain here now and then. I don't think it's really affected the game too much, but definitely went into nearly winter mode here at the game. Kind of went from our summer to our monsoon rainy season, and now we're in the winter portion. Apparently the 3 seasons of Iowa that we have now: summer, monsoons, and winter. So definitely thinking of all the farmers out there that have been having to deal with all of the incredibly wet weather. I'm sure that's not easy. I remember growing up on a farm myself that was always a challenge of the fall, but generally falls have been fairly dry the last few years. There have been some challenges, but I don't think anything quite like this year. So back to some football here. Again, this big 3rd down play. Blue Jays in a little different, more of a wildcat formation here. And they give it out wide. Let's see if they have any contain out there. They do. And they're able to prevent the first down. So yeah, a different formation there from Bondurant that picks up about half the yardage needed. So we'll see what Bondurant decides to go to here, if they're going to send out the field goal unit. It looks like they will. So that's another big stop by the defense there, assisted by the holding penalty. Here's the snap. Kick is up. And no good. So the Tigers take over on downs. They'll have the football at the 9-yard line. And really, they have 2 timeouts left, 2:27 on the clock. So plenty of time to put a drive together here with the high school rule of the clock stopping on first downs if they can keep the chains moving. So VC's in the backfield. It'll come out to the 20. And they give it to VC. VC stopped pretty much at the line of scrimmage. And they'll give him about close to 2 yards here on the carry. Good job of falling forward and picking up something for the Tigers there. All right, second down, VC in the backfield along with Berge. Porter split wide to the left. Newell comes in motion. This time it's an option play. A little pitch out to VC. He splits the seam. And not quite to the first down marker, but a good pickup. First time I think we've seen the option play today. That'll bring up 3rd and a long one.
2 for the Tigers from their 28-yard line.
1:23 left on the clock. Tigers not in full hurry-up mode because they don't pick this up. They don't really want to give Bondurant too much time on their side either. Direct snap, keeper, and that was a run all the way for Berge, and he picks up the first down. So now the Tigers do pick up the pace a little bit more. Clock will stop temporarily with 1:09 left, and they're out to about the 30, close to the 38-yard line. Berge in the backfield along with VC, 4 wide receivers. Berge goes, and they run that little screen play again, and nobody took him again. VC able to get some yardage close to that first down marker. He'll get the first down. Or both times they've run that screen play, the Bondurant has not done a good job of going out and covering the receiver out of the backfield, and VC does a good job of using his blockers and navigating that. Clock stops again with 50.8 left. So they just wound the clock. We're inside 45 seconds here. Tigers do have 2 timeouts. Taking a little time to get the snap off, they do. And Berge looks deep. Fires one down to Ethan Newell. Oh, has it go off his hands. I think that was a good find and really a good pass by Berge to find Newell, who was left alone on the sideline. I think Ethan might have gotten just a little ahead of himself. I think he felt that he had an open sideline and didn't secure the ball. It does stop the clock with 31.3 left.
I think it's 20. Is that a choice? 20? Could be. 20, no. All right, but it could be because they had a 10 and 10's not on there either.
So VC and Berge in the backfield. Newell come in motion this time. And here goes the clock. Little pass over the sideline. Tigers will get the first down. So that'll, again, temporarily stop the clock.
And that's another Tiger first down.
We'll see if they go just kill the clock here with a spike.
24 seconds left. Tigers first down from 38.
And they do. That'll stop it with 20.4 left. So Tigers do have those 2 timeouts.
Second and 10 for the Tigers from the Blue Jay 38-yard line with 20.
Probably looking at least 15, maybe 20 yards before field goal is a real possibility. Porter will split wide to the top of the screen, trips down below with Newell as he goes in motion to the other side, Howard and Hansen. Little screen pass again, inside screen pass to Landon Howard. He's got a crease on the outside if he can get to outside. And he does get the first down. And they'll call the first timeout. So really good job there of the Tigers. Again, just moving the ball, using those screens very effectively. Bondurant's had trouble all night really containing that. It hasn't gone for huge yardage, but it's gone for good yardage every time they've run that screenplay. Multiple, that was more of an underneath wide receiver screenplay, but they've run it to VC a couple times with great success. And so if you were to kick it right now, you're probably looking at about a 40-yard field goal. So you'll probably see the Tigers. Guessing they'll probably try and get a quick reception of 5 to 10 yards. You've got Tucker Hansen and Landon Howard. They actually hand the ball off to VC here. As the clock ticks down, they'll take their final timeout. Maybe they're just going to the center of the field, and yep, that's exactly what they're doing. So they're taking their final timeout here. They're going to try to kick it, and this did get a couple yards here, so this will make it a 38-yard field goal or so. So really good job there with clock management by the Tigers, not panicking, getting down where they needed to get to try and put some points on the board here in a So Koenig, who does have a leg injury, will come out here to attempt the field goal. Really good job of getting that ball just dead in the center here to give your kicker a chance. Make it as easy as possible. Here's the snap. And I think it was maybe partially blocked there. They had somebody that came through fairly free. So it's no good, but still a really strong half by the Gilbert Tigers. And an exciting half of football, really as well executed as you could hope for. I am wrong, it's actually a half a second left on the clock. So Bondurant will get one play from the 20-yard line. Tigers in kind of a Tigers are in kind of a prevent defense. And the clock goes off. Bondurant chooses to run it, and now we are at halftime.
Your score, Gilbert Tigers 14, Bondurant for our Blue Jays 3. Tonight's game is being sponsored by George White Chevrolet Mains. For all your new and used car sales needs.
All right, so as I was saying, a really well-executed football game by the Gilbert Tigers, and that'll bring us to halftime here. We have some special ceremonies. Joyce Lawrenson will have a plaque put on the honor wall out here in front of the stadium.
Tiger fans, please direct your attention to the track where Superintendent Lindsay Beecher has been joined by members of the Joyce Lawrenson family. Tonight we would like to celebrate the wonderful life of Joyce Lawrenson. Joyce served the Gilbert School District in many positions. She was the elementary librarian, a secretary at the elementary for many years, and frequently drove a bus. Joyce had a unique passion for serving our students at Gilbert. She was an avid supporter of the Tigers as a fan, a volunteer, and concessions manager. Her extraordinary contributions as a founding member of the Heart of Iowa Soccer Club and efforts toward the Vision 2000 Park and Trail System have left a positive impact on the Gilbert community. We would like to thank Joyce's family for being here tonight, and we invite everyone to visit the memorial wall behind the bleachers and take a look at Joyce's plaque. How about a round of applause for Joyce Lawrenson and her family? On this track right now, we have John, Jay, Jeffrey, and Jeremy, her sons, and one of the daughters-in-law out there representing Joyce tonight as we honor her with a plaque at the memorial wall here at the football stadium. If you come to the football stadium, we'd love for you to check that out. We do have 3 plaques on that wall right now. Lindsay Ellingson, Doug Williams, and Joyce Lawrenson will be joining them tonight.
Under the field direction of Senior Drum Majorette Durgis Shritheren and Senior Flag Captain Morgan Gustafson, that was easy for me to say, please welcome the 2018 Gilbert High School Tiger Football Varsity Marching Band. This year's edition of the band numbered 138 members, including 34 seniors who will be honored later, the most ever at Gilbert. The band opens tonight's halftime show with a requested tune by our senior class. They'll be playing Africa by Toto. Or by Weezy. Try to fire me. Cheerleaders are gonna fire me. Gotta get rid of it. anything else moving, no? Nothing confusing me. I don't have anything else for me. Senior introductions.
I know. Now we would like to honor the 34 senior members of our marching band. Please hold your applause until we have recognized each student. Justin Adolphson is the son of Deb Adolphson and the late Steve Adolphson. Justin has been in band all 4 years of high school. He has also participated in wrestling, soccer, and church events. Justin plans to go to college, get a job and wife, and retire in Florida. Amelia Ball is the daughter of Nick and Carol Ball. Amelia has been in band for 3 years. She is also in choir, Tiger Voices, plays and musicals, and badminton club. Amelia's future plans are undecided. Alexander Baumgarten is the son of Joe and Cheryl Baumgarten. Alex has been in band throughout high school. He is also in baseball and student council. Alex's future plans are to study computer science at Iowa State. Jack Bortz is the son of Dave and Tracy Bortz. He is a 4-year member of the band. Jack also participates in baseball, basketball, golf, cross country, FFA, and junior Rotarian Club. Next fall, Jack plans to attend Iowa State for materials science engineering. Our next senior is Jace Brandenburg, the son of Greg and Kara Brandenburg. Jace has been in band all 4 years of high school. He has also been involved in soccer, cross country, basketball, and is an Eagle Scout. Jace's future plans are to attend a 4-year college and major in pre-med to become a physical therapist or athletic trainer. Gage Christensen is the son of Stuart and Leslie Christensen. Gage is a 4-year band member. He is also on the basketball and baseball teams and is a member of jazz band and National Honor Society. After graduation, Gage plans to attend a 4-year university and then go to medical school. Hannah Crow is the daughter of Steve and Janice Crow. Hannah has been in band throughout high school. She is also in Creative Writing Club. Hannah's future plans are to attend DMAC for web development, then work remotely and travel with her dogs. Kenyon Fergan is the son of Brian and Lori Fergan. Kenyon has been in band all 4 years of high school. He is also a member of the soccer team. Kenyon's future plans are to acquire a software engineering degree. Next, we honor Olivia Fink, the daughter of Craig and Nancy Fink. Olivia has been in band since freshman year. She has also been in a total of 15 shows through Gilbert Fine Arts, has been on the girls' soccer team, volunteers at blood drives, and is a founding member of the Thespian Society. Olivia's future plans are to attend a 4-year university. Ben Gebhardt is the son of Greg Gebhardt and Nicole Rasmussen. Ben is a 4-year band member. He is also on the soccer team, enjoys snowboarding, and is active at his church. Ben's future plans are to go to NIAC and then continue at the University of Iowa for biochemistry. Kyle Grossnickel is the son of Dean and Danette Grossnickel. Kyle has been in band throughout high school. He has also been involved in football, soccer, track, speech, jazz band, tiny band, and backyard brass band. Kyle was selected to All-State Orchestra last year. Kyle's future plans are to major in instrumental education at a college somewhere. Our next senior is Morgan Gustafson, the daughter of Tim and Kendra Gustafson. Morgan has been in band for 3 years. She is also involved in student council, softball, golf, choir, and color guard. After graduation, Morgan plans to attend the University of Iowa to major in pre-med. Bram Janvrin is the son of Bruce and Diane Janvrin. He has been in band throughout high school. Bram is also in cross country, soccer, basketball, and baseball, and is an active Boy Scout. Bram's future plans are to go to college and major in business or education. Will Johnston is the son of Dell and Chris Johnston. He has been in band all 4 years of high school. Will is also in jazz band, has been in basketball, baseball, cross country, and FFA. Will's future plans are to pursue a rap career under the name ASAP Willie. Kelly Kemp is the daughter of Marty and Andrea Kemp. Kelly is a 4-year member of the band. Kelly plans to enroll at the University of Iowa to study philosophy and eventually become a librarian. Our next senior is Cale Klein, the son of Jeff and Tanya Klein. Cale has been in band throughout high school. He is also on the soccer team, is a mentor, and helped plan prom for one day. Cale's future plans are to attend Iowa State and major in animal ecology. Natalie Lawrence is the daughter of Scott and Chris Lawrence. Natalie is a 2-year band member. She is also a cheerleader, has been involved in theater productions, has been on mission trips, and is in Thespian Society. Natalie plans to go to the University of Northern Iowa to major in Spanish, study abroad, and become a Spanish teacher. Matt Laws is the son of Tracy and Ann Laws. He has been in band throughout high school. Matt is also on the golf team, has been in spring plays, and is in jazz band. After graduation, Matt plans to attend Iowa State University to major in materials science. Jackson Lehman is the son of Tony and Tony Lehman. Jackson has been in band all 4 years of high school. He is also in jazz band and National Honor Society. Jackson's future plans are to go to college and change the world. Matthew Lenners is the son of Rich and Dana Lenners. He is a 4-year band member. Matthew is also on the soccer team and is a Boy Scout. After graduation, Matthew plans on attending Iowa State or Iowa to major in actuarial science. Josephine McCarty is the daughter of Michael and Lisa McCarty. Josie has been in band all 4 years of high school. She is also in writing club and theater productions. Josephine's future plans are to get a degree in either studio arts or graphic design. Our next senior is Ryan Meehan, the son of Mitch and Leanne Meehan. Ryan has been in band throughout high school. He is also in jazz band, cross country, and track. Ryan's future plans are to attend college somewhere and do something. Ethan Messenbrink is the son of Chad and Amy Messenbrink. He is a 4-year band member. Ethan is also in cross country and track. Ethan plans to attend college and continue his running career. Alex Rico Gomez is the son of Luis Rico Gutierrez and Ana Gomez Fernandez. Alex has been in band all 4 years of high school. He is also in jazz band. After graduation, Alex plans to move far away and go to art school. AJ Rupert is the daughter of Jerry Rupert and Cherie Woods. AJ has been in band throughout high school. She is also a member of GSA. AJ plans to graduate in January, move to Utah, where she will go to work, and then enroll at Utah State to study social work. Next, we honor Ben Simedinas, the son of Tim and Terry Simedinas. Ben has been in band all 4 years of high school. He is also on the basketball, golf, and baseball teams. Ben plans to attend Iowa State to major in civil engineering. Zachary Smith is the son of Richard and Holly Smith. Zachary is a 4-year band member. He is also on the soccer team. Zachary plans to attend a university to get a degree in engineering or walk onto the Iowa State football team as a defensive lineman. Durga Sridharan is the daughter of Sri and Malay Sridharan. Durga has been in band throughout high school. She is the drum major this year. Durga is also in Jazz 1, Tuesday, Wednesday Jazz, Choir, Tiger Voices, Student Council, Thespian Society, FCCLA, Theater Productions, National Honor Society, and participates in large and individual speech. Durga's future plans are to attend an out-of-state university to major in biology, then study in England or New Zealand for medical school. Mark Steffen is the son of Scott and Kathy Steffen. He has been in band 4 years. Mark is also in basketball, track, baseball, cross country, FFA, choir, National Honor Society, and speech. Mark's future plans are to attend Iowa State to major in forestry. Ethan Stuber is the son of Todd and Michelle Stuber. Ethan has been a member of band for 4 years. He is also in cross country. Ethan plans to get a degree in health, nutrition, and exercise science from Iowa State. Hannah Thatcher is the daughter of Matt and Diana Thatcher. Hannah is a 4-year band member. She is also in cross country, basketball, soccer, track, and National Honor Society. Hannah's future plans are to attend either Iowa State or St. Thomas to study engineering and possibly continue her soccer career. Devin Von Korner is the son of Mike and Jennifer Monsrud. Devin has been in band throughout high school. He is also in soccer, youth leadership Ames, and attended the American Legion Hawkeye Boys State. Devin plans to attend the University of Washington and figure it out from there. Next, we honor Naomi White, the daughter of Kevin and Francine White. Naomi has been in band all 4 years of high school. She is also in theater, Thespian Society, choir, and student council. Naomi plans to study criminology at an undecided college. Our final band senior is Rebecca Wickert, the daughter of Jonathan and Karen Wickert. Rebecca is a 4-year band member. She is also in choir, Tiger Voices, jazz band, GHS Theater, Thespian Society, speech, FCCLA, art club, National Honor Society, student council, and is in youth leadership Ames. Rebecca's future plans are to major in English and performing arts. Ladies and gentlemen, these 34 members of our band have provided great leadership throughout their time here at Gilbert High School. We congratulate them and wish them the best of luck in their future endeavors. Thank you, seniors. Sridharan. I had to practice.
Thank you, Sridhar.
Sridharan.
Sridhar.
No, I had the correct one. And her dad's name is Cheerleader.
Is it Tree? I should have known that. Thank you.
Sri? Yep, Cheerleader.
All right, thank you for all of you tuning back in here. We had a great halftime show. Wow, amazing 34 Gilbert Tigers that are graduating from the band. That's incredible. And a real testament to what a great teacher in person Byron Tinder is for just building that program in the last several years that he's been here. Byron came the same year I came into the district, actually, which has nothing to do with the band whatsoever, but been great to get to know him and great to see what he has done for our school and the music department. Bondurant is coming back out of the field here. There's about a minute left in halftime. I think we still have the 3-minute mandatory warm-up period to add on to the end, but 14-3. The score here, as you can see on your YouTube dial, as the Gilbert Tigers played a really solid first half. Don't quote me, but I don't believe they had any penalties and took care of the ball, moved the ball efficiently, swarmed to the ball on defense, and those are some recipes for success. And so the 3-minute mandatory warm-up period has begun. The Tigers have come back out to the field. They're on the, should be appearing on your screen here in just a minute as they begin their warm-up period, and the Tigers will be kicking the ball off to start the second half. Thank you everybody again for tuning in tonight, as I'm sure there's a lot of people that are at home and trying to stay warm on this first blast of winter, so to speak, almost. So a little scoring recap. The Tigers were down early 3-0 on a Bondurant field goal. Responded very quickly with a touchdown of their own, and then took advantage of an interception that was tipped off the Bondurant hands to Trey Hansen. And then Mitchell Johnson found the end zone on a 1-yard run to give the Tigers their 14-3 lead. So as we mentioned, one more week of football for the Tigers as they will travel down to district leader Norwalk next week. And this would have ramifications for that, as basically win or lose tonight if
You must have left. They come up and took our orders for what we wanted.
if the Tigers were to come out victorious tonight. Norwalk would no longer really need to win that game to get into to win the district. So it's maybe a bit of interest to Bondurant. Obviously, they need to win this game. They're only one game back currently. We'll check out really quickly who Norwalk plays tonight in the district schedules. So we'll take a look at our district here really quickly. So in 3A, Norwalk is at Ballard tonight, and that I haven't seen a score update for that game. That has the potential to actually be a pretty solid game. Ballard, based on when we played them, probably a little better football team than what their record shows right now. And Carlisle and North Polk are battling it out. And that game is at North Polk, so Norwalk and Ballard could possibly be a interesting game tonight. As I mentioned, I haven't gotten a score update on that. I'll see if I can come up with one. And it's kind of that season too, where we're got a lot of overlapping seasons. Football season obviously still going on, and then in the pro ranks, you got professional baseball, the MLB, starting their postseason this last week. Brewers and Dodgers are playing tonight. A lot of Brewers fans I know around here, and I even have several Dodgers fans. Astros and Red Sox. Byron Tinder, a big Red Sox fan, so he'll be pulling for them. So we're just getting set up for the beginning of the second half here as the Tigers look to kick it off, and Christian Corey will come out to kick it away again. He's taken the kickoff duties last week for Koenig with his leg injury. And Christian approaches the ball, gives it a boot. High kind of end-over-end boot this time. And Tigers wrap him up. He's still moving his feet, though, out past the 40. So some of the better field position that Bondurant has had so far tonight. So that first half, really, the Bondurant offense basically consisted of Kate Eichmeyer most of the time handing off to Christian Kahn out of this formation. So we'll see if they mix it up at all here. And that's how they'll start the second half, as this time Kahn rattles off about 12 to start with in the half. So the Blue Jays start off well, already into Gilbert territory. They'll be at the Tiger 46. Two split wide for Bondurant this time. Handoff. Ball is loose. Tigers claim they have it. And they don't. It is second down. A lot of Tigers signaling that they had the ball, but not exactly sure what happened there. So 2nd and 5. Not sure if that was Eichmeyer that time or if Kahn had it. So Eichmeyer takes a snap, gives it to Kahn again, and he looks like he's running just a little harder this half. Tigers not doing quite as good a job at the point of attack as they were in the first half so far. Still eliminating that big play, making Bondurant work for it. Eichmeyer in that diamond formation again, and Kahn gets it. Almost put that on repeat at this point, it seems like. It looks like how they're going to live and die. And Kahn gets that gain of 4 or 5 again.
4, bringing 2nd down and 6 for the Blue Jays. The Tiger 31-yard line.
And we are in the 3rd quarter here. Ticking down about 10 minutes left.
They're closer. If you want to walk over to the firehouse, you said, do I have to go get him? I said, no.
Spike. Eichmeyer gets the snap, hands it to Kahn. This time they wrap him up a little earlier. Holds him to a gain of 2 or 3. And a 3rd down here. 3rd down and long 3, we'll call it. And this is probably, again, that territory where Bondurant is likely in 4-down territory. They're at the Gilbert 28. So, barring any unforeseen circumstances, they'll probably have a couple shots to get this last 3 yards. Handoff. This time Eichmeyer does keep it. He hasn't done it much tonight. When he's done it, it's been effective. And they're going to move the chains on that one.
It's up for a 1st down for the Blue Jays at the Tiger 25-yard line.
So new set of downs. 1st down, Bondurant at the 25-yard line. Same formation. This time they do a little bit of movement with it. And they have a different running back in there.
23.
That is Yanti Gurki?
43.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had 23 on that. Ryan Schneider, the fullback, gets that carry. So
Brings up 2nd and 7.
mixing it up a little bit here. But Kahn does come back into the game this time. So 2nd and 7, they hold him pretty good. A little motion this time from Bondurant. They'll bring 4, so they've got 2 wide to the right this time. Handoff, though, still to Kahn. Brought down pretty quickly again, so it'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Gain out to the 20. They'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Blue Jays.
So a big play here. Not sure if Bondurant would be in field goal range yet where they'd attempt that. Could be right on that border. Tigers really packing it in again this time. Kahn does see a hole this time and takes it to the outside. Good tackle there. Cooper Hearn on the tackle there to probably save a touchdown.
Cooper Hearn on the tackle. O'Brien there as well. Good game for Blue Jays down to the Tigers 7. 1st and goal for the Blue Jays.
So Blue Jays being very efficient on this drive, very similar to their first drive of the game. See if they can get another big play here. They give it to Kahn, and this time Kahn short of the end zone.
Just short of the end zone.
So 2nd and goal here from the
Goal from the
1-yard line.
for the Blue Jays.
Seems like the Blue Jays have just a little more skip in their step, and Tigers not quite flowing to the ball like they were in that first half, most of that first half. So 2nd and goal here from the 1. Same group that Bondurant has had in most of the night, Eichmeyer and Kahn, with the fullback 40 beside. They give it to Kahn, and he is in the end zone.
And across for the touchdown.
Gilbert, his last name's Carosi.
So that will make it
His last name is Carosi.
14-9.
No, it's Trezzi. I had him on my baseball team.
Well, I had him on my bus.
It's not Trozzi, it's Trezzi.
Well, I was always told Carosi.
No, it's an E.
His dad's a lawyer over in Marshalltown.
Yeah, Ted's lying, but it's always been Trezzi. I thought that's what I was told by Becker as well. The kick is good by the Blue Jays. So 6:51 left in the third. Tigers 14, Blue Jays 10.
So 14-10, 6:51 there to go. Blue Jays definitely had to work for that score.
I mean, it could be, but it's spelled. It's an E. I don't know why it would be an O.
The oldest girl and Michael both.
So Tigers will get their first possession here of the second half in just a minute.
I had to take up my
It
baseball
didn't
team.
matter because nobody'd come up and complained yet.
That's true. I didn't want to get it right. I did have him on my baseball team, and I thought he told me it was Trezzi.
And Bondurant comes out for the kick.
I just know he's kind of heavy.
Carson Johnson, Tucker Hansen deep for the Tigers. Kicking off for the Blue Jays, Oscar White.
Tucker Hansen and Carson Johnson are the deep men here. And like I said, first possession of the second half for the Tigers. A little squib kick, and that's actually going to be a little bit tricky. It's picked up by number 12, Ethan Kluel, I believe. Good job of really picking that up. That squib kick just kind of hopped up in the air, and will actually give the Tigers pretty decent field position. Field position, excuse me.
First down for the Tigers from the 30-yard line.
The 30-yard line. So see if the Tigers can answer here. Tucker Hansen split to the bottom of your screen. Landon Howard up on the top, and that'll go to VC. VC gets a couple.
Tackled by Snelson.
So it'll bring up 2nd and 7 here for the Tigers.
7 for the Tigers from their 33-yard line.
Same personnel. Howard split to the top. Tucker Hansen at the bottom in that I formation again. And the early handoff to Mitchell Johnson. Really good tackle there to go low on Mitchell. Mitchell had a head of steam and looked like he might have another big gainer, but they were able to bring him down. Still a manageable 3rd and 3 for Gilbert here. So Hansen will be split to the bottom. Howard to the top again. Formation is still back in that I formation. And they go thrown out to Tucker Hansen, who was able to corral it and really fought for some extra 3 or 4 yards there. First down, Tigers. Really big play there. Didn't even go with the play action with the I formation, just went straight drop back. And the Tigers have first down and are in Blue Jay territory as the clock winds to about 5.5 minutes left to go in this third quarter. This time, twin receivers on the top. It's Hansen and Howard in that I formation as Howard comes in motion. And they give the handoff up the middle. Mitchell Johnson battles for 2 or 3 here.
Tackled by Brandon Miller, along with number 37, Cody Hall.
And 2nd and 8 here for the Tigers.
We'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Tigers from the Blue Jay 46-yard line.
So they've really stuck more with the power package here in this half so far, as they do split back to more of a pistol formation this time. Handoff to VC. Not a lot for a hole there. He's still turning his feet. Able to get a couple.
Hunter Arterburn. Flag went out or no? No flag?
And that'll bring up a 3rd down and Probably a long 6 here.
3rd and 6 for the Tigers from the Blue Jay 44.5-yard line. Big play here.
Tigers really need a first down here to keep some momentum on their side. They've already flipped the field, which has been good in and of itself, but a little ball fake here. Somebody pursuing this time. Pass out to Tucker Hansen, and wow, what a job. Berge kind of had to throw that off his back foot. Looked like the defender was going to get there to deflect the pass. Somehow that ball got through to Tucker. Tucker was able to tiptoe along the sideline and get a first down. So that'll put him right at about the 30-yard line. And 4 minutes right on the nose to go in the 3rd quarter. They'll do the reverse to Howard. Howard sees a little bit of space, but he's wrapped up quickly when he turned it inside. Number 64 wasn't having any of it. Grabbed him around the head and threw him to the ground for a 2 or 3 yard loss. So that reverse play that has served the Tigers well for so many years. They haven't had a ton of success with it tonight. Let's see if they dial up that little screen play again that they've had a lot of success with tonight. In that kind of diamond formation again here, as they will do just that. And this time, the Blue Jays were definitely ready for it. VC took a pretty vicious hit there on a pass that was overthrown. So they did dial up that little screenplay again, and this time probably something they talked about a little bit at halftime, that, hey, if they do that screenplay, somebody's got to go out with the running back. And that time, the screenplay went nowhere. So we're back in 3rd down territory here for the Tigers from the 33-yard line. Be interesting to see how the Tigers approach this. Newell comes in motion. Little play. There's time in the pocket. Ball's thrown out to Hansen and overthrown. So the Tigers kind of have a decision to make here. It is a 4th and 13. So looks like they're going to send out the kicking unit. Try and go for a field goal here. It looks like. Unless they're going to have Koenig. Koenig is out there. Unless they have Koenig maybe squib punt this. Yep, so they are going to punt. I was going to say it's probably a little long for a field goal attempt based on how things have gone so far. But Koenig's out there to punt it away instead of VC this time. And, oh, really just almost a straight up punt. And the ball comes backwards, actually, so the ball kind of popped up there and then spun backwards. So Bondurant will take over at the 29-yard line. So not ideal there for the Tigers. One of their first miscues of the night. Ball's handed off to who else but Kahn, and really pursued well by Cooper Hearn. Wow. Textbook way of helping stretch that out and wrapping him up and taking him down. So way to step up there by Cooper Hearn to gain some momentum back for the Tigers. So it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Tigers, or excuse me, 2nd and 9 for the Blue Jays. As we are winding down to about 2.5 minutes left to go in this 3rd quarter. Tigers still really crowding that line overall on defense, mainly just challenging Bondurant to throw it. And this time, wow, Cooper Hearn in that one again. Caden Meskin in on that tackle. So after Bondurant just kind of marched down the field last time, 2 really good defensive plays there by Gilbert of going in there and just wrapping up the run game. I mean, Tigers at this point are really just keying in on Kahn. So big third down play here in this game. Little pitch out this time to Kahn. He's going to stretch it out. He sees some daylight. And it looks like he does get the first down. So Bondurant mixes it up there a little bit with a pitch play. And changes it up just enough to get the ball to the outside, and that allows Kahn to go for the yardage needed. Got just enough to move the chain, so that'll bring up first down for Bondurant from the 40-yard line. And they hand it to Kahn up the middle again here. He keeps his feet moving. Looked like they had him wrapped up for a short game, but he ends up getting 6 or 7 out of it. Gildehouse and Tucker Hansen in on that. So we'll call it a gain of 6, 2nd and 4 for the Blue Jays. Under a minute left in the third quarter. They get the snap, hands it off. This time the Tigers do wrap him up. No, he's still fighting. I picked up a different guy, and Kahn again hasn't had any big, huge, explosive plays. I'd hate to guess at what he's at for yardage, just because I'd hate to guess how many carries the kid has. He's probably had over 30 carries tonight, I'm guessing. So Bondurant again, this time they do that little pitch out again. Tigers have good pursuit this time, but again does just a very efficient job of getting 6 to 7 yards.
Hoffman on the tackle. Gain of 8. Bring up 2nd
and they're actually sending Kahn out of the game, it looks like. Or it's going to be quarter anyway. So it looked like they were going to send, the officials were going to send him out for an equipment thing, but we will go to the end of the third quarter. Tigers still up 14 to 10. In a really fast-paced quarter again. The first half went very, very fast. Very few penalties overall in this game. Very clean, a lot of running. So we're on to the fourth quarter. Your Tigers are still up 14 to 10. Tigers had the one possession is all, and moved the ball fairly well. Drive stalled out at about the 30 there. So overall, again, efficient offense by both teams. Moving the ball, getting first downs. Bondurant in that quarter was able to find the end zone. The Tigers, unfortunately, were not. So really exciting game. Fun game to call. And again, sorry, by myself. Trent's actually watching his brother officiate a game. I believe his brother's a back judge, if I'm remembering correctly. Hopefully I'm not misquoting that, but he's never had the opportunity to watch him do a varsity game before, so I think it's Postville, and I forget who Postville's playing. He texted me earlier. Postville and North Tama. So Trent's texted a little bit back and forth with me as I get back to the action here. Bondurant, 2nd and 2 or so. They go in that Wildcat formation, and 24 breaks 3 for Bondurant, and he will go into the end zone. Jordan Collins. So a little bit different formation there as they put Kahn in that Wildcat formation. Hand it off to Collins, and then Bondurant able to score on the first play of the fourth quarter to take the lead for the first time since they led 3-0. And so they'll kick it up. It is good. And just like that, 7 seconds into the fourth quarter, Bondurant takes a 17-14 lead. So the Tigers in several games this year have had halftime leads and then unable to come all the way through and pick up the victory. We'll see if the Tigers can respond in this one. They held a lead at Boone earlier this year that unfortunately slipped away from them. North Polk last week.
Deep for the Tigers with Tucker Hansen and Carson Johnson.
And so a little bit of adversity here in the beginning of the fourth quarter. See if the Tigers can respond and put a drive together and get that lead back.
Also Ethan Kuhl and Mitchell Johnson kicking off for the Blue Jays.
So Carson Johnson and Tucker Hansen are the deep return men for the Tigers. It's gone short a couple of times tonight. We'll see what Bondurant elects to do here, if they try and kick it deep or if they... And they do squib it again. It's picked up right away. It'll be good field position again for the Tigers. That's 55 that picked that up, Nolan Mueller.
Number 55, Nolan Miller there. Tigers take over at their own 42-yard
And so,
line.
yeah, it hit one of the, not the front men, but the second line, and Nolan jumps right on it. And Tigers really had great field position there. The squib not getting completely through, cleanly through to the deep men. So VC, the lone setback, 4 wide this time for the Tigers. They go back to that formation as Ethan Newell will get the end around. And it does a pretty good job of picking up what he could there. That was really cut off. He couldn't take it to the outside. So gain of 3. Yeah. Spot looked a little weird where they put the ball down compared to where the officials were, but whatever. Same formation. Newell comes in motion this time, and the option play that worked pretty well earlier. VC has a little bit of a hole. Still on his feet, picks up a really good gain there into Blue Jay territory. He'll get a gain of probably about 15, close to 15.
That's another Tiger first down.
So the Tigers pick up a big first down. They're going a little faster here. Tempo's picked up. Porter and Newell to the top of the screen. Howard and Hansen to the bottom. VC in the backfield. He'll take the shotgun snap. He sets, throws deep. Landon Howard wide open down the middle. Nobody takes him. And just like that, that is what we call a response.
Good for the Tiger touchdown.
Tigers get much more aggressive in their play calling in that drive. Much more dynamic in that one. The power set had been going well, but that time they go out of the shotgun for several of the plays. And boy, Landon Howard was about as open as a bag of Doritos in my house. And Tigers are trying to figure out who's supposed to exactly be out there on the extra point. Got plenty of time here still. The kick is up, and it is good. So just like that, Gilbert Tigers, 2 quick scores in this quarter. Not for just the Tigers. The Blue Jays started off just 7 seconds in, scoring a touchdown. And not to be outdone, exactly 1 minute later, the Tigers march down and say, hey, by the way, we're not done yet.
Playoff score for those keeping track. The Brewers ahead 5-1 over the Dodgers.
Ooh, have some Major League updates here. Brewers up 5-1. The state of Wisconsin in shock. They didn't even know they had a baseball team.
Deep for the Blue Jays will be Christian Kahn and Jordan Collins.
Does Aaron Rodgers play for the Brewers? Aaron Rodgers, he play for the Brewers? Is he pitching?
I think he's pitching.
Okay.
I think so. I'm pretty sure. It might have been Clay Matthews, though. I'm not sure.
He's catching.
He's catching.
Clay Matthews catching. All right, Tigers kicking off. Back to the game. Little squib kick by the Tigers this time, and one of the front men picks it up there. Ethan Meskin in on that tackle. And so similar to what happened on the Blue Jay kickoff. Fourth quarter here, the game is,
at their own 47-yard line.
you can just tell the tempo for both teams and so on has changed a little bit. I'd say for all the games I've done this year and maybe the last several years, that was one of the more just kind of straightforward similar plays, similar teams going at it type of football, and now you're starting to see not necessarily miscues, but just some different things happening that are speeding up the game. Little zone read play here by Eichmeyer, sorry. Probably only about the 4th or 5th time he's actually kept that tonight, and really contained pretty well there. Keeps him to about a gain of 3. So right at the 50-yard line. And the hand to who else but Kahn. Kahn falls forward, picks up probably about 4 or 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. So Eichmeyer in that similar formation to what they've used all night long. Handoff to Kahn, and he picks up the yardage needed. Still, I think, on his feet. Ends up fighting for about 8, and that'll move the chains. It's starting to get into the little bit of that mode of you get the feeling of whoever has the ball last here could come away with this game. Both offenses are starting to kind of establish themselves. Handoff to Kahn. Kahn gets through. Again, he's first half, the Tigers were doing a really good job of occasionally just hitting him at the line and containing him to a yard or 2. Right now, Kahn is getting several yards before he's touched, and the Tiger line is trying to hold its own. Maybe getting a little bit worn down, and I think it's happening a little bit to both defenses, to be honest. That handoff to Kahn this time goes through. Yeah, the defensive backs right now are the first ones hitting them. That's 46. Mitchell Johnson, the linebacker, actually gets there. That'll bring up another 1st down to the 25-yard line. A lot of hands on hips right now for the Tigers. Handoff to Kahn. And a little bit better job of wrapping him up there. Only about 3 yards. Maybe 4. 3 or 4.
Mitchell Johnson.
So that'll bring up 2nd down and 6.5, 7 year. Handoff to Kahn. Does a really, like I said, a really good job of just falling forward. The initial contact was only a little bit behind the line of scrimmage, but able to stretch that out again for about 3 or 4. 3rd and 3.
About 3rd and 3 for the Blue Jays from the Tiger 18-yard line.
With the way they're running it, I'm guessing, barring something unforeseen, this is probably 4-down territory for Bondurant. 7 minutes and 23 seconds left to go. You do the pitch outside to Kahn this time and is able to pick up the 1st down. Had a chance to turn him back in there a little bit, or had the outside contained a little better on that one, but Kahn did a good job of turning it back inside and getting the yardage needed.
1st down for the Blue Jays. 1st down and 10.
So 1st and 10 from just outside the 10-yard line. Handoff to Kahn.
Kahn again. Porter on the tackle.
Good job that time of limiting the damage to just a couple of yards, maybe.
Gain of about 3.
Yeah, probably less than 3.
Bring up 2nd and 7.
Clock continues to tick, 6 minutes, 30 seconds. Similar to first half, both teams have saved their timeouts. Handoff to Kahn. He's wrapped up, and again, they wrapped him up to where he had to fall backwards that time, so only a yard or two. Third down and a long 6.
About a 2-yard gain. Bring up 3rd and 6 for the Tigers.
Big play here, and you're going to really make Bondurant think about what to do if you stop him here, if they would kick the field goal or elect to go for it. This late in the game, I would guess they'd probably go no matter what, but we'll see what happens here anyway. Quarterback keeper and number 54, Caden Meskin, blows through the line, doesn't fall for the fake. They will actually lose 2 or 3 here. And so, yeah, it actually was a direct snap to Kahn, not Eichmeyer. Bondurant wants to talk this over, so probably a good decision there. This is a huge play in the ball game. Decide what you want to do with this. I think as a coach, you go for it, because if you don't go for it, if you don't get it, if you don't get the touchdown, there is an opportunity even to get a first down, because they're on the 9-yard line. They have to get to about the 1 for a first down. Or if you get in the end zone here, if you don't, the Tigers will have to drive the length of the field to score, and the other possibility is you stuff them down there, you could get the ball back with a couple minutes left and a couple of timeouts and have yourself a chance to go down and win the game still. So 21-17, 5:27 left on the clock. Tigers have 3 timeouts. Blue Jays have used their first, so they're down to 2. Teams are coming out here.
4th down and 8 for the Blue Jays.
So it's 4th and 7 from the 8-yard line. Little swing pass out, and it's sniffed out by the Tigers. The Tigers will have the ball back. Tried a little wide receiver screen. They have not thrown the ball much at all tonight. Sniffed out really well by Cooper Hearn. So 1st and 10, 5:23 to go. Tigers have it on their own 10. So we'll see. Last time out, Tigers were in sort of their more aggressive shotgun formation with 4 wideouts, and that's what they'll go with here. VC in the backfield. They do give it to VC. He picks up not much.
42, that's Miller on the tackle.
Basically no gain on the play there.
10 for the Tigers from their 10.
So clock will tick down to about 5 minutes here to go in the 4th quarter. VC in the backfield. Howard and VC again with the handoff and nothing going.
Handoff inside to VC. Tackle Kyle Jones. The host of Blue Jays in the middle, 73 in there as well, Hunter Arterberg.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Tigers here.
From their 10-yard line.
Let's see what they dial up. Howard and Hansen on the bottom half along with Newell. Anthony Porter on the top side, left side of the formation. VC in the backfield. Berge takes the snap. They will pass this time. All day for great pass delivered to Hansen, and goes off his fingers. It would have been a first down. That was a great pass by Berge there. It's happened to more than one player. Just, especially in the cold weather like tonight. So VC will punt from his own end zone. VC takes it, punts it long. Number 24 grabs the punt, is racing down the sideline. Still on his feet. And finally dragged down at about the 20. And somebody's down for the Tigers here. So the Tigers, last couple of punts, haven't turned the field around as much as they'd hoped. VC is walking off the field now. So Blue Jays get the ball back with 3:43 left at the 19-yard line. So the defense really stepped up last drive. After the Blue Jays had driven most of the way down the field, this time they'll be asked to step up again. And the handoff to Khan. The ball's out, and the Tigers jump on it. Tigers have the ball. Another quick turn of events here in the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter has been a lot crazier than the other three quarters were. That's exactly what the Tigers needed. So the ball will be on the 4-yard line with 3:37 here to go. So Khan, with his first time he's put it on the carpet today, and Tigers take advantage. This time they will go in the I formation. Handoff to Aiden Carr. And Carr gets stood up. And the ball is, the play is blown dead. Boy, really right now, just not getting a lot of penetration. Not getting a lot of push. And so the running backs are getting bottled up right at the point of attack. Maybe a half a yard there for the Tigers. So 2nd and almost 10. And I think the Tigers are going to let it run down to about 1 second here and call a timeout is what it looks like is going to happen. Although if you take the penalty here, it's only about a 2.5-yard penalty. So
Tigers will take timeout with 2:53 left. Facing 2nd and 9 from their 5-yard line.
And they do call timeout, so that'll be 2:53 left on the clock. 2nd and 9. So the Tigers in a good position, but they'll need to get at least one first down to run the clock out for this game. The Blue Jays have 2 timeouts left. The Tigers do as well. Tigers aren't overly concerned about that at this point. Blue Jays will have to start thinking about when they want to use their timeouts. With 2 left, kind of becomes a bit of a challenge to decide that. Probably depends a little bit on what the Tigers do here. If they have a 3rd and long situation, you might see the Blue Jays take one to try and conserve some time. So it's Mitchell Johnson, Aiden Carr, and then the wide receivers. The give is to Johnson, who gets a couple. And the Blue Jays elect to keep the clock running at this point. There's 2 minutes and 37 seconds left on the clock.
The Tigers from their 7-yard line.
Tigers make a quick substitution here. Mitchell Johnson goes out. Carson Johnson, I believe it is, that went in. Little play fake. Tigers are going to try and put it in the air. They put it out there too. That's Landon Howard. Secures it, senior to senior. That will get a first down. Stops the clock momentarily. The Blue Jays have to start thinking about what they want to do. Probably aren't going to call the timeout here. The clock will wind, and we're just about down to the 2-minute mark. The Blue Jays have not called a timeout yet. Probably won't until after this play, I'm guessing. Handoff up the middle to Mitchell Johnson. If he gets this first down, that can just about wrap up the game.
42, Braden Miller. And Nelson on the tackle.
The clock will begin to run here momentarily. The Blue Jays can only stop it twice.
The Tigers show their own 29-yard line.
Berge goes under center. And the handoff to, I believe that's Mitchell Johnson. Timeout Bondurant. Pickup of about 2.5. So that's their second timeout. They'll have one left. So great, awesome connection there. Two of the most valuable players on offense for the Tigers. You know, the linemen don't get a ton of credit. They've done a lot of good work. Defensive line's done really good. This drive in particular, there have been some holes for a little bit for the running there. You know, Mitchell Johnson had a couple of key first downs there. But that pass from Berge to Landon Howard, a couple of really key seniors to this team playing their last home game. That was great to see in against a team that only has 2 losses on the year. So, minute 15. And they get Bondurant to jump off sides. So that'll bring up 2nd and 3. So Tucker Hansen up top, Landon Howard down to the right side, bottom of your screen, Berge under center. They hand it off up the middle. Mitchell Johnson gets the first down, and that will be your ball game, barring anything crazy happening. What a great turn of events. Tigers did a great job of just got down in the second half. It's happened several times this year, and they battled back, took the lead, faced adversity a couple times deep inside the red zone, able to come up big both times with a turnover on downs and then a fumble recovery as the clock ticks down to 50 seconds remaining in the game. Berge will take a knee, and Bondurant does take their final timeout with 41 seconds left. So the last home game of the season, head coach Scott Otter, assistants Everett Charleston, Randy Sneesick, Rennie Long, Joel Franzen, Chris Benda, John Davis, volunteers Jim Clark, Andy Harris, and Bryce Smith. Your managers, Delaney Walker, Katie Gescheidler, Lauren Whalen, Megan Jenkins, Ryan Hinderaker, Hallie Nissen, Kylie Franzen, Lexi Anderson, and Lexi Risdahl. Our cheerleaders tonight, you have some seniors in there, Sophie Adams, Madeline Fayen, Natalie Flugred, Ellie St. Germain, CJ Buss, and more. Liv Galing, Driana Driggers, Lauren Schwendeman, Haley Calabro, led by their cheer coach, Rhonda Gardner. Again, some really great plays for their seniors here tonight. It gets really emotional when you're playing your last home game for situations like that. It's a really emotional time. And, you know, not the season that the Tigers had hoped for overall, but really to come out here against a really tough team. Bondurant Farrar, who only had 2 losses on the season, were only 1 game out of first place in the district. They're going to have to snap it one more time, I guess. There's about a 1 second differential between the play clock and the... And that's it. That'll do it. So the Tigers are victorious at home on their final game of the season on senior night. A lot of really excited players out there. Congratulations to them. So we'll hope to have one more game on the cube. And thank you for tuning in. This is Troy Stout.